Good morning, good evening, good day, hello, hi, my name's Nat. I'm preparing to do a reading. I did meditate. It's a tarot reading, it's an intuitive tarot reading. I prepared earlier this morning as the sun was rising, as I was getting ready for my day, and I actually wrote out my reading. So I will be reading from my book. I've spread the cards in front of me, so you'll see an image of that hopefully somewhere or on the screen now or at the beginning. And I just wanted to start the video and start connecting with you as I was setting up my space. I've just lit, it's a charcoal, I forget what they're called, a lighting thing, and we're using this Organic Goddess smudge resin, Palo Santo cedar wood chips. So it's important to me to set my space to conduct the ritual around calling in energy, calling in the container, creating the container, and connecting with who is here to receive the message. And this is actually a big one. This is a big collective one. I think there was and when I did this reading this morning, when I did the spread, I was asking my guides to help me with what to focus with today, what to focus my energy on. And I was asking the cards, what do I focus my energy on? And as I started doing that and the story started emerging and I started to write in my book what I was reading, the storyline, it became clear to me that the focus was to write this reading and to record it to share with the collective. Let's clear the air with a bell. And some breath. I am someone personally who needs a lot of calming down. I've been involved in ritual and spiritual, philosophical exploration for most of my life. And I'm 42, so it's been a while. It's been several decades, a few decades. And I mean, this started when I was very, very young. Beeswax, tea light. It started when I was very, very young. I was very awoken. I was very awake. I was very sensitive. My dreams were geometrical shapes, geometry, and they were like nightmares. And I could look up into the sky and feel the vastness and the connection to the vastness and sort of overwhelmed by the space of things. And without going into too much detail, basically, I am someone that has a lot of tension, the potential for anger, the potential for misfiring, for needing to speak my truth, for needing to move my energy, for having a lot of personal power, which requires movement, requires nurturing, nourishing, processing. And I also have constant, chronic, ongoing tinnitus ringing in my ears, which of course many in the spiritual community might understand as sometimes this other kind of awareness which brings either like clarity to something or kind of sounds a bell. You'll find when you're reading messages or seeing synchronicities, there could be times when the sound can come in and you're kind of like what is that? And sometimes you learn how to, or I shouldn't say sometimes, some people learn how to tune into where to be guided towards, what to be guided against. Sometimes it's like a left ear might be like, oh, what's happening? Like it's more on the what is going on, and the right can be like, this is something. That's how I've sort of learned to tune into it. That being said, I have it constantly ringing 100% of the time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for the last decade, at night and the morning. It doesn't really ever go away. I get some ease sometimes. Sometimes, when I'm well exercise supported, rested, when I'm flourishing, thriving, doing what I love, like it becomes easier to manage, which is why it became such a pivotal point in my world of tuning into these gifts, tuning into this spiritual pathway, tuning into the things that I love, tuning into the creative endeavors that I needed to do, to take myself into healthier realms. It's been a long and challenging experience, particularly the last 7 years. A couple of dark nights of the soul, even. And I want to get into this reading, so without wasting too much time, but also like I'm trying to be organic with my expression and sharing. And I'm not sure where I was taking it. I think it's like, the ringing in my ears, it's kind of like made it all the more important for me to have nurturing and nourishing practices, to pay attention to where I'm being guided, to strip away the conditioning and the noise, the things that we were taught to believe, the triggers, traumatic responses that we have in the world. And I've lent a lot into spiritual practices because it's a way to cope with, remedy, and direct what is happening in my body. So this reading today, read from my book, it's from the Lunar Soul Tarot. It's an old, much loved deck that I've been using for many years, but it's actually been on my shelf, not getting much frequent use for quite a while, actually. And it's a really beautiful deck. So hopefully I do have an image up here, either sitting here or I'll flick to it, whatever ends up happening in the edit. There is a calming nurture to these cards, which is really beautiful, because even in facing the hardships of the current times, all of these conjunctions in Aries, we are seeing the shift and the change, feeling the warlike energy within our own lives, within our own selves, within our relationships, the world at large. And we really, more now than ever, need to focus on how to show up authentically, how to nurture and nourish what is authentically aligned from within us, because this is the anchor, the orientation to sanity, the orientation to the steps you need to take and the guidance we have in the world. The only thing that's certain is uncertainty, and it's within our own body and spirit that we need to move from, to be guided by. And that's very much what this reading came out as. And so I'm just going to ground into this and take a couple of deep breaths. As I get to the end of this reading, there is a small energy sorting meditation. So I'll invite you to join me in with that, which was just some deep breathing and some collecting of our energy back into our bodies. So we'll do that towards the end. I'm just returning my energy to my body right now. It's connecting to my higher selves, connecting to my guides, connecting to the angels, connecting to all intergalactic beings, to the Council of Light, to myself, past, present, and future, in between the realms, all things I honor. I bow to all things in reverence and respect, and holy heart-centered openness, forgiveness, And so this is the focus, what we need to work on. There's a door to go through, but the key is at the floor and your hands are tied. You need to drop something to relax or loosen the grip to pick up the key and open the door. So you require steady consideration, exalted through process, through mental clarity, which elevates us to focus on the mind effectively, to contemplate, reflect, consider, and to dream without clutching or holding so rigid onto old narratives or the mainstream mind control. So we need to free the mind from limiting beliefs, from old narratives. We need to come into clarity, not from a need to make decisions, but from a need to dream, to create, to imagine, to reflect, to contemplate, to be in our own state of dreaming. So focus on what remains after the loss. Pick up off the floor to see what is left and take stock of your emotional capacity. You're still here. You still have a heart. You're still breathing. Turn into the capacity to love and nurture and nourish what remains. Stillness and inaction supports feeling into the vision and the dream. Stillness and inaction supports feeling into the vision and the dream. Do not be reactive at this time. Evolve past reactivity. The chaos of the mind can be released, let it go. Focus on what is desired, the dream. Hold the mind into the picture of all that you wish for. You don't need to decide on anything. Allow the picture to play and release the need to chase or react to external events. Access the deep care and feminine capacity for healing. Compassion and emotional depth anchor us and our nervous system, being kind to ourselves, gentle and tender, self-mothering. Nurture the ability to be a source of emotional strength for others without overdoing everything, without depleting our resources or overgiving. Our nerves and emotions are ours to manage, but support and assistance can and should be shared. But from a state of anchored calm, replenish the self and receive care when offered. It's about receiving what is offered, what is given, what is available. We need to take it, fill the cup. This is a massive extended period of transformation, ego death, where we are faced with leaving behind what we have poured so much heart into. This is the end of a cycle, and it hurts. We've poured our heart into something that we really wanted, but we are forced with leaving it behind. Something is taken away, and it's a huge shift. Adaptation or change is occurring all around, people, places, and things. Relationships, technology, time, everything is moving, upended, gone, leaving, forever changed. And as I'm reading this, I'm feeling this headache because I'm going through it too. This is so significant, painful, challenging, extremely hard to reconcile with. It makes no sense. There is little to no grounding available from anything. The dogma of the past is crumbling. The scripts, the stories, they're falling away. People will cling to what it is they think is solid, only for it to evaporate, to be smashed, exploded, incinerated. The only truth and grounding is within. Within must be the center and the anchor of sanity. And the self is crumbling. The tower is collapsing. We are dying by our own swords. Beware the false gods, the fake books. Peace and truth is the only available through the fire of the heart. Peace and truth is only available through the fire of the heart. Our tribe is still important. Tribe is important. Connection now more than ever, but self-belief is the ticket. This is the key to authentic relating. Honesty and open vulnerability to those in the inner council. Be cautious of anything new or unknown. Create safe boundaries of protecting. Never place certainty in any new thread. We must recognize ourselves in the other. There must be a reflection. We're bouncing towards a new shore, right in the middle of a war for mental resources. The war is on your mental. Don't be afraid. Be focused. Take steps one by one. Don't try to jump too far or too fast. It's one step in front of the other. Seed the new earth of possibility. A slow-moving seed of opportunity is here now. Look towards the new way evolving from the death of old systems and broken chains. There is liberation coming. Right now, in the ethers, the seed is looking for a way to plant, to find nutrients from the deep soil of the earth. The echoes of time immemorial all have led us here now. Where will the seed land? Cultivate the earth you are on right now. But do not force, hurry, or rush. Use your vision to create the fertile grounds. We have incoming movement from over the horizon, a new dawn we await, ready to receive, to tie down the boat when it arrives. What is coming has navigated open waters to make its way to the land. The ship has been through the trials and fought through loneliness, alone on its way, wishing to unite again with loved ones on its path. This new arrival comes with hope, buoyancy, offers of fulfillment. It will need grounding, safety, and a home to land. Harm none. Use the sword as the last resort. Know the sword is there, heavy, aligned, strategic, but only for the use where there are no suitable solutions otherwise. The sword should protect you and your loved ones. Protect the gentle with the sword. But the sword is only shown, not used. There is a whole new world being birthed, and the labor is long. The new world requires our faith in a new adventure. Make the preparations and travel light. We are purging the unnecessary and the unneeded, releasing the weight and oppression in fire and brimstone, turmoil and terror. Release the baggage, let it go, drop it. This is the precipice of a whole new way. This is Fantasia. Give it a name. What is your name? The name of the new world. Watch it grow, holding faith and light in your heart. This is the quest, illuminate. This is the pure heart. The land appears before our feet, created one step in front of the other. There is only uncertainty, and in this space we must travel close to the heart, within the heart, leading with the heart. Place your hands on your heart and close your eyes. You're invited to do this with me. Take deep breaths into the belly. Exhale. Slowly take another breath deep into the belly. Exhale. And call back your energy from all people in your world people in your life, your family, your friends, your loved ones, your partner, your relationships, your work colleagues, the person you saw at the shop. Bring it all back. Call it all back. From your pets, from your loved ones. We're restoring energy to the body, calling it back. Call the energy back from all around your body, from underneath you, from below, from behind, from the sides, from the back of the head, front of the head, the side of the head. Bring it all back, collect it into the body, up your feet, up your legs, up your thighs, your hips, your belly. We're bringing the energy back from all people. Feeling that energy collect into the body. We're bringing our energy back, calling the tendrils back from all things, all objects, all places, all situations. We're calling that energy back from all around, from behind us, from the history, from beyond, from the past, from below, from the dimensions, from above, from within. We're calling it all back to our own body, to our own soul, to our own energy field. And feeling that all arrive back into the body now with a breath. And an exhale. Pushing out anything that doesn't belong to us, that's no longer necessary, required, or needed at this time. Exploding it out of the body and sending that energy far, far away. Sitting for a moment in this restored state. Stay in the heart. Stay in the heart. Take all the energy into the heart. And now let your heart grow. Let it expand. Let it stretch. It has capacity from beyond. It keeps growing. There is no end. Take it beyond the self, beyond the room. Take it beyond the town, the city you're in. Take it beyond the country, across the earth. Take your heart across the earth, across the universe. Expand your heart through the universe, through the realms, through the dimensions, beyond and beyond time and space. Expand your heart and share it with all living things and all loved ones, all reflections and mirrors of the self. Take breath here and relax. We're giving freely with compassion. Slowly release. Let that energy fade. We're now containing this container. We're sealing the container, returning to the body. You're invited to move, gentle stretches, however feels good. Move the spine and the hips if you can. Tendril the arms. Feel the energy. Strong, contained. And with some exhales, let's make noise on the exhale. And again. You may wish to hum to warm the throat. There's no pressure, there's no need to force. You may wish to end this here. If so, go with love. Hold love in your heart. You may want to listen to this message again. You may want to go back to the start and hear it again, because this is an important message. This is an important message. What emerges on the other side? This is the Fool. On the other side of this turmoil that we all face collectively and individually, the upheaval, the purging, the new timeline, the new dream, the new systems. I hope this has been helpful. Go with love. Thank you so much. My name's Natalie. I'd love you to stick around. Have a beautiful day.